Hi guys, welcome to the second episode of our series on the greatest football sides of 21st century. और आज हम कवर करने वाले हैं the iconic Barcelona side of 2009,
My favorite team, my favorite club. Pep's Barcelona.
the sextuple winning season. जिसमें actual sextuple winning season नहीं था क्योंकि वो 3 ट्रॉफी एक जीते थे, but because वो 3 ट्रॉफी 4 ट्रॉफी उस सीजन में जीते थे, उसकी वजह से they could win the Spanish Super Cup and the UEFA Super Cup next year, which made it a 6 trophy season for them. But what an iconic side.
And I think that record has been achieved by only two sides so far, Bayern 2020 and Barcelona 2018.
And after Bayern won in 2020, Pep Guardiola जोक कि एक मैच होना चाहिए between Bayern and Barcelona for the 7th trophy. ये सब जो भी कहते हैं हेप्टेपल कौन जीतता है, बट उस सीजन हुआ था एक बार है बायर्न बारसा का मैच, बहुत आइकॉनिक.
But no, this episode is about Pep's Barcelona side and what an iconic side. And I think just to before we get into what they won and what were the achievements were, like it's important to talk about just before that season when the season was built in. Pep got promoted from a Varsovie manager to
a full-time Barcelona coach.
And what a legacy he has created.
And the biggest thing was that पेप ने आते ही रोनाल्डो को कहा भाई बस हो गया तेरा, तो बाहर निकल, मेरे को ऑनरी, एटो और मेसी का फ्रंट लाइन खिलाना है. रोनाल्डिनियो के लिए कोई जगह नहीं थी. उसके अलावा दे प्रमोटेड अ लॉट ऑफ ला मासिया ग्रेजुएट्स. दे प्रमोटेड बुस्केट्स, उसका पहला
As a full time, like
पीके को यूनाइटेड से वापस.
and Dani Alves they got from Sevilla.
Yeah.
So, like three of the probably the greatest players to feature in Barca 11. Like उस सीजन start हुए थे. And they won 6 trophies: La Liga, Champions League, Copa del Rey, Super Copa, UEFA Super Cup, and then FIFA Club World Cup.
ला लीगा में तो आई थिंक दे वर द बेस्ट साइड बाय फार, विनिंग बाय
9 points.
87 9.6 of Real Madrid, who were on a decline before they signed Ronaldo and Benzema next season, but of course
And Champions League में who can forget the final they had against Manchester United?
1-2-0
2-0, and Messi has on record stated that is his favorite goal in his office career. Wherein he scored a header.
ना.
Yeah, where he scored a header because that killed the game and they won the UCL. And if we talk about the lineup, like who can forget this iconic lineup? Valdez in goal.
वाल्डेस यार, आई थिंक अगर कैसियस नहीं होता तो वो बहुत खेलता है स्पेन के लिए, बट बेचारे को भी ही इज लाइक द टर स्टेगन ऑफ दैट एरा कि अभी नॉयर है तो टर स्टेगन
नहीं खेल नहीं पाया. हाँ.
पीक पे, और अब तब कैसियस था तो वाल्डेस नहीं खेल पाया, बट अ ग्रेट गोल की. ट्रू.
And like they had a amazing combination on the defense line. Fullbacks पर you obviously had Dani Alves and Ira Gabriel, and उसके बाद Puyol and Pique as center backs. And probably like arguably I know you would
नहीं, आई थिंक द ग्रेटेस्ट मिडफील्ड ट्रियो फॉर श्योर.
Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets, and front three of Thierry Henry, Samuel Eto'o, and Lionel Messi. And I think this was also the season where Messi totally broke into the picture. Like when the debates about him probably being the greatest.
दिस वाज हिज फर्स्ट बैलन डोर.
First Ballon d'Or season. Yep.
एंड आई थिंक ऑनरी का भी आखिरी गुड सीजन था इन टर्म्स ऑफ आउटपुट बिफोर ही इवेंचुअली डिक्लाइंड एंड वेंट बैक टू आर्सेनल एंड डिड शिट. बट again, I think this team was really amazing. I really envied being a Real Madrid fan, seeing them win everything, beating us ruthlessly in El Clasico. I think what a great team.
And I don't know, I think they won UCL after what 10-15 years, and
I think last they won in
94 when Ronald Koeman scored the goal. And La Liga bhi they won after 3 seasons.
Copa del Rey after 10 seasons. मतलब now you think about it, Copa del Rey means Barcelona, but 2009 में they won it
after 98-99 season. Yeah. So like basically this season came after a long years of Barca being the second best team in Spain after Real Madrid. And I think it's culturally also this season played an important role. Probably Xavi, Iniesta, like Busquets doing equally well for Spain.
And this was the first chapter in the next 15 years में जो football transform हुआ into a iconic Real Madrid versus
Barcelona rivalry and Lionel Messi versus Ronaldo rivalry. So and like if we talk about the stats, Messi, like it's not a tough guess, but Messi was the highest scorer, 38 goals across all competitions, and 36 goals by Samuel Eto'o and 26 by Thierry Henry. Again, if you combine them, 100 goals between the trio, and probably one of the greatest trio who is not talked about that much because we talk about the entire team as in 2009.
And I think we talk a lot about the midfield creativity that the three midfielders had: Iniesta, Xavi, Busquets, and a good attacking lineup, great center backs. But I think what is very underrated is the fullbacks. Dani Alves, obviously one of the greatest right backs of all time. He has done it across Sevilla.
And the kind of partnership he and Messi formed on the right flank was menacing.
But I think Abidal was also very important. This was just before he was diagnosed with cancer.
And then he came back and fought again. Then he conquered cancer and again won a clot.
He was shit after he came back, but that's not. That is because
important is the conquer.
But this season, Abidal, from the faint memory I have, he was really good. I remember him flooring. I think it was Ramos when he was playing a right back once during one of the El Clasicos. in the La Liga season. But great fullbacks, great defense. I think it was one of the most perfect lineups in terms of the
balance of the squad.
and because the tactics that Guardiola wanted to play, the iconic tiki-taka.
Tiki-taka, and that actually became the backbone of the entire the rise of Spanish football that we talk about. And and there's a very famous documentary on that. Take the ball, pass the ball, take the ball, take the ball.
And uske alawa, it's just the starting 11 that we've talked about, Abhi. But uske alawa, they had a lot of great backups as well.
And before we get into the backups, I mean, Sergio Busquets in his first season as a full-time member, he is benching players like Sergio Keita, who is a very Sergio Keita was legend of the game at that time, and he benched him. And a couple of again players who lockdown kids won't remember, like Bojan. He was the backup who used to make substitute up.
He was shouted as the next Messi. मतलब उसके बाद बेचारे को स्ट्रोक गया, रोमा गया, career बन नहीं पाया. But he was like one of those wonder kids like Renato Sanchez हो गया, Andre Gomes हो गया.
And Pedro also played 13-14 games as a substitute in this entire season.
And Barcelona had a good veteran presence as well. आपके पास वो
Carlos Puyol,
Good Johnson था.
yeah.
Then you had Shedo Keita, as you said. Then you had Silvini also, I think was.
We had Yaya Toure. It was Yaya Toure versus Busquets at one point.
You had Thiago also.
Thiago, I think, didn't play, or he made just the debut in his season. But yeah, he obviously became much more active after the couple of seasons.
Yeah.
But benching Sergio Keita and Yaya Toure was the highlight.
Yeah, I think a very iconic side. And they did not stop at 2000, and I think they continued to dominate world football for the next 2 years.
And I think इसके बाद sorry to cut off, इसके बाद because you're talking about the iconic, Messi का Ballon d'Or was probably the most one-sided Ballon d'Or we have ever seen. Messi कुछ 1000 points पे था, and Ronaldo, who came second, was at 350 something points. And next season, as you talk about, it didn't stop there basically.
Yeah, 2010 में they did not win the Champions League, but they won La Liga, Copa del Rey, smashed Real Madrid.
They didn't win Copa del Rey, but they won La Liga. They won Copa del Rey again in 2011. And basically, not 2011 was again the end product of what started in 2009. Wherein to 2011 with the Ballon d'Or, they had top 3 of Messi, Xavi, Iniesta.
They won the Champions League, beating United again. 3-1, I think was it.
3-1, because that time instead of Theory only they had David Villa, and Pedro also used to.
Yeah.
Pedro Alexis Sanchez used to also play in the front three.
And that was the end of Guardiola. Also, he remained for one more season. But I think those 3 years were amazing, especially for you as a Barcelona fan, I think.
And I think वहीं से legacy established, a lot of records that probably during a good period of 5-6 years, Barcelona were probably one of the best teams in the.
Probably they were the best
teams in the world football.
2009 to 13 for sure, Barcelona was the best team in the world, and then again in 15. But
and then Messi, I think Pep Guardiola ka bhi manager career from that was the highlight. I know he has won a lot with City, but he also says that is the best side.
Yeah, but you see कि बार्सिलोना में उसने अकेडमी से टीम बनाई. सिटी में उसको 8 साल लग गए, इतने पैसे लग गए एक चैंपियंस लीग जीतने के लिए. बायर में ही could not win a Champions League. I think Barcelona will always remain the highlight.
Simply because 3 साल में 2 Champions League जीतना, and the way they dominated. Although बीच का second season, Samuel Eto'o was transferred out. They got Zlatan Ibrahimovic, which was not a very wise decision, and अभी भी Ibrahimovic और Pep Guardiola का बहुत रहा है. But Samuel Eto'o won Champions League next year when he was with Inter and Jose Mourinho's team.
But I think that was it from our side on discussing one of the greatest sides of all time. Next episode, we'll again look at one of my favorite teams, Real Madrid 2015 to 18 wala season, 16 to 18 wala season.
When they won the UCL for continuous 3 seasons, and Ronaldo was a menace.
But until then, let us know your thoughts on the 2009 Barcelona squad, and what do you think were your best memories from that time. See you on the next episode. Bye.
Take care. Bye bye.